Terrilynn, traveling artista. You know those times when a painting doesn't quite work out and you wish you could do it over? Or it's a total mess and you just want to use that surface again? Let's check out how to do that. It's easier than many people think, and be it a substrate of paper, sanded paper, or a board, you can do it quickly and easily. I was going to do this all outside, but there's somebody out there weed whacking today. So I'm going to do a time lapse and a voiceover for you. All right, as in all good recipes and projects, we get our supplies together and we get ready to go. I start with a couple of rough brushes to brush the pastel dust off the surface. I have a mask to protect myself from the dust that's flying around, and a piece of glassine folded that will catch the dust, and then I can save it in a little dish to make into pastel sticks later. I have my masking tape to tape down the cleaned paper, and then I use a softer brush to dip into the alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and to wipe the surface to help get that off. I also can spray it with spray alcohol and wipe it with a rag to make sure it's fairly clean. Voila! I also protect my hands. I don't use plastic gloves. I use Clear Shield. It's a silicone-based product and it's a great skin barrier. I get my mask on. I like doing this outside because of the dust that flies around. And I brush simply down and toward that catching paper. You don't want it flying all over the place. Sometimes I use a scrubbing brush, and that helps get the pastel out of the texture of the paper quicker. But by brushing softly down, it helps to control it. And there's a quick one. And then I save the dust. Here it is on a panel. Now as I'm using it this way, oh my gosh, look at that. You can see all that dust flying around. I don't want to be breathing that in, and neither do you. So that's why I have the mask on, and also that I do it outside. Turn it around so that I'm keeping the dust as low as possible to that box and the paper that is catching it. Sometimes it takes a little more scrubbing. Sometimes if you fixed it, it's not going to come off very much. But I don't tend to fix my pastels very much, only when absolutely necessary. Here I'm doing a little extra scrubbing to get some extra pastel off. This gets the majority of that dust away. And pastel is just that. It's powdered pigment, so that's why I say stay dusty. After I get done with this section, and again, I pick up that collected dust, put it into my little dish so I can reconstitute it into a new nice gray pastel later on. Check out my how to make pastel sticks. All right, bring this. I just have some acrylics that I save that come with some frames. I will spray it with the alcohol. The alcohol is great because it helps to settle that dust into the texture of the substrate and helps to control the dust. It also dries quickly, which is great. Now you see I'm using some varied strokes in different directions because that way it kind of creates a nice underpainting at the same time as cleaning off the old painting. I have found that I don't find all my paintings as precious as I always thought they were. I'd rather be painting and creating new things. So if it doesn't really touch me and make my heart sing, I'm probably going to clean it off and start and use the surface again. After I'm done with these rags, I put them in a special bag and wash them separately. If the substrate is paper, after brushing it, I'm going to tape it down to something. Here I have a piece of acrylic, and I'm going to wash it quickly with a brush and then let it dry with the tape still on so it dries flat. Once it is dry, you can remove the tape and you have a beautiful new piece of paper. The tooth is still present, and now you can get right back to painting with this wonderful undertone that you have created. So try it out. If you have a lot of paper you want to reuse, be sure it is water-resistant surface, and then get back to that painting. Enjoy, allow that creative spirit to flow, and stay dusty, my friends.